Hello, it's Maryon Stewart and welcome to my weekly wisdom. Today I'm focusing on vaginal dryness, and I know that's a taboo subject and not something you probably even discuss with your best friend, but let me tell you that every survey that we've done over the years shows that over 50% of women have vaginal dryness when they get to menopause. It's the best kept secret, we just don't talk about it, but it's so common and you really can overcome it. So first of all, you need to understand why you get vaginal dryness, and then we can talk about how you go about making your vagina more like it used to be. When you get to menopause, what's actually happening in your body, apart from the fact that you've probably heard me talking about low levels of nutrients, which affects our brain chemistry, but more importantly for vaginal dryness is that the ovaries stop producing estrogen. And as you are so dependent upon estrogen to function in normal ways that you did before menopause, because estrogen, for example, helps to produce those cells that created mucus in the vagina and kept the walls of your vagina elasticy and supple. So when there's no estrogen circulating around your system, that factory that produced those cells virtually goes out of business. And so you end up getting vaginal dryness, and maybe you get thinning urethra, so you're peeing a lot, maybe getting up in the night, and certainly physical relations, intercourse, can become very painful. Some of my patients have even said they bleed, they can't sit down, let alone have a physical relation. And we know that that can be heartbreaking for many women. It's very depressing. It's also depressing for their partners. We did a survey last year on men, and we found that very often they feel that they are frustrated, but they also feel rejected because they don't understand what's going on. So what's happening from our most recent surveys is that women are finding it very difficult to have conversations with their husbands, and husbands don't know where to start. No one really does. So it's very important to have an open discussion, because if you think about it, when you were going through puberty and your period started, you talked about it. When you were having babies, we all talk about it. So there's nothing to be ashamed of talking about what's going on at menopause. And you just have to bear in mind it's a transition. If you get the right knowledge, you can actually fix this and come out the other end so that you can have comfortable physical relations and enjoy them. It's not painful. And also, if you can't have an orgasm, which we know also over half of women can't, then you can fix that too. It's a question of getting yourself back into really good nutritional shape and learning how to consume foods that contain naturally occurring estrogen. So Mother Nature gives those to us as a gift, and we can consume them little and often and fill those little receptor sites within our cells, which are a bit like a space for a key in a lock. And you take Mother Nature's estrogen and it pops in there, and you can fool your brain into thinking you've got normal circulating estrogen again. And what happens as a result of that is the factory lights go back on. As well as doing that, there are some special supplements that you can take. So for years now, I've been using an omega-7 product, which is made by Pharmanord, and that's SBA 24. So this formulation has been through clinical trials, and it's been shown to increase the mucus in the vagina and help to restore the tissues and make them elasticy again, so that the whole thing becomes much more like it was pre-menopausal. And that's really important. So again, the trials go on for 12 weeks, so you need to give it a chance and you need to take the full dose, but you should find, in conjunction with a phytoestrogen-rich diet, that the omega-7 supplements will help you to restore the environment in your vagina so that you can go back to having really good relations. In the short term, you can take the Band-Aid approach and use something like the Yes Organic Vaginal Gel. So there's a water-based one that you can use and an oil-based one that your partner can use, and you'll find those all in my shop online. And in the meantime, get some loving on the menu, even if it's not penetration, because you can still enjoy yourself once you get back into good nutritional shape. You'll feel so much better, and you'll feel that you start to tingle again, whereas some women describe the fact that they've been switched off below the waist. All those feelings start coming back again, so it can be a good news story. So hopefully you'll take that information on board and put it to good use. I look forward to joining you again. In the meantime, if you want some help, then come to my website, and you can also come to one of my free virtual menopause classes to take a deeper dive and find out what's really going on in your body and how to fix it.